Very good morning, cadets. In the last video session, we studied about markets. Market is a place where we get goods and services. Goods may be consumer goods, electronic goods, or medicines or any other types of goods. So, place where we get goods and service. Service is nothing but, for example, you are visiting bank, post office, courier office, where you get service. We studied about weekly markets, neighborhood shops and shopping complex. We studied that weekly markets are cheaper compared to shopping malls and neighborhood shops. Neighborhoods are cheaper when compared to shopping malls. We made an analytical study, means weekly markets, they don't have permanent buildings and they do not pay electricity charges. All reasons we studied, that's the reason why weekly markets are cheaper compared to neighborhood shops or shopping malls. Now let us move to the next topic, that is chain of markets. Today we are all very closely associated with the markets like online marketing system, that is Amazon, Flipkart, many other shopping online. You watch those commodities in your mobile and order that. After that, it will be delivered to your doorsteps. In the previous sessions, we have read about different markets from where we buy goods, from where do we think shop owners procure their goods. Goods are produced in factories and farms and in homes. However, we do not buy directly from the factory or from the farm, nor would the producers be interested in selling us quantities such as 1 kilo vegetable or 1 plastic mug. Now, have you wondered that when you visited a steel or utensil shop, you want to purchase steel plates, or if you want to purchase tumblers and all, from where all these comes? These are all manufactured in factories, because the Selco or steel factories, the steel factories manufacture all these things. So since they manufacture all the commodities and they don't sell directly in their factory outlets, very rarely they sell. That's why most of the commodities which are produced in the factory sold or purchased by the wholesale dealers. From wholesale dealer, it is purchased by the retail dealers. Or a farmer, take for example in Bijapur. Bijapur is best known for grapes as well as pomegranate. Farmer who is producing grapes, he may not interested to sell 1 kg grape, 2 kg grapes near his farm. Rather, he sell the entire product for a particular or for a fixed amount to a person. That person purchases the commodity in wholesale, takes those things to the market and sells. This is how the chain of market works. The people in between the producer and the final consumer are traders. That is what we see. In between people, the mediocres, means what? Take for example, if you are growing grapes and I am purchasing grapes from you and I am selling in a market, then I am a trader, because I am the person who is in between, middle of producer as well as consumer or a buyer. So, between producer and a buyer, the middleman is called as trader. The wholesale traders first buy goods in a large quantity. For example, the vegetable wholesale traders will not buy a few kilos of vegetables, but they will buy large lots of 25 to 100 kilos. They buy in a bulk. These will be then sold to other traders. In these markets, buying and selling take place between traders. It is through these link of traders that goods reach faraway places. The trade who finally sells this to the consumer is the retailer. So we producer wholesale dealer and retailer. Producer is a person who produces the products. He sells to a person who purchase in a bulks. That's called wholesale dealer. Wholesale dealer sells to another retail dealer. Retail dealer means a person who sells small quantity. So wholesale dealer and retail dealer both are traders. So this could be a traders in a weekly market, hawker or a neighborhood shops in a shopping complex. For example, if a person is visiting Raman's factory in Mumbai or in Surat and other places, he purchases Raman clothes in bulk order to entire Karnataka. He is called as wholesale dealer. This person got his retail dealer for each district of Karnataka. That's why called district dealers. The district dealers, for example, Bijapur district dealer purchased from the wholesale dealer and sells to all the shops in Bijapur. So those people are retailers. And from the retailers, maybe your neighborhood shop or any person can purchase and sell. So that is what we speak about chain of markets. We can understand this with the help of following example. Every city has an area of wholesale market. If you visit a town or a taluk place, you can definitely come across something called APMC, Agricultural Products Marketing Complex. APMC is there. APMC is nothing but where agriculture producers are produced in a wholesale. This where goods first reach and then supplied to the other traders. The roadside hawkers whom you read about earlier would have purchased a large quantity of plastic items from the wholesale trader. So in Bijapur, of course, there are many places where wholesale dealers are there. If you visit a wholesale dealer, you get any commodity for a cheaper price because they are the wholesale dealer. Wholesale dealer sells to a retail dealer, so retail dealer takes his margin of profit and sells. Wholesale dealer in the city, wholesale traders would have bought a large quantity of plastic items from the factory and stored them in the godowns stock. In this way, a chain of market is set up. When we purchase many, we are not be aware of the chain of market through which these goods travel and reach to us. So here one map is given how from Okla and Azadpur, Keshavpur, Daryogi, this is how the market products move from a place to place. I told you already, apples which are grown in Simla, how the apples travel down to the south, how each and every product. Today we are in a global village. Okay, that's why Australian foods are available in Bijapur market. Let us study a wholesale dealer in the city. Aftab is one of the wholesale trader who purchase in bulk. Bulk means large quantity. His business starts around 2 o'clock in the morning when vegetables reach the market. 2 o'clock in the means early morning. This is the time when vegetable markets, mandi, start buzzing in the activity. So early morning, if you visit Bijapur APMC, you can at the morning 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, you can see the entire market is full of retail traders. The vegetable comes in the truck, matadors, tractors, trolleys from the farms, both near and far. Soon, the process of auction is nothing but take for example, auction, of course you may be knowing, a person is hawker, he shouts, means he bids, that is called bidding. For example, this key, if I want to do an auction on this key, then I'll keep this base price, like I'll say it is this 20 rupees. If 5 are interested to purchase, then one will say 22 rupees. If other is interested, he will increase, he will say 25 rupees. Like that, they keep on increasing the price, and finally, the highest bidder, the person who bid highest for this particular commodity, you take that money. Today, for example, he bought 5 quintals of cauliflower, 10 quintals of onion. He has a shop in the market where he stores vegetables that he has bought, from where he sells the hawkers and shopkeepers who start coming to the market around 6 in the morning. They have to organize their purchase so that they can start their shops for the day around 10 in the morning. So, how the chain of markets work? We just gone through. Markets everywhere. So far we have seen different marketplaces where people buy and sell the variety of goods and services. All these markets in a specific locality and works in a particular manner and time. However, it is not always necessary that one has to go to market to purchase the goods. This is what I said about Amazon. You can place order for a variety of things through phones and these days through the internet. And goods are delivered at your home. That is what we are doing today with the online shopping. The clinics and nursing homes you may have to notice sales representatives waiting for doctors. Such persons are also engaged in selling of goods. Thus, buying and selling goods take place in different ways, not necessarily through the market. So, what you understand, buying and selling of goods is not necessarily happening always in the market. Sometimes it may happen in online mode also. The market that we looked at above are one that we recognize easily. However, there are markets that we may not aware of. This is because of large number of goods are bought and sold that don't use directly. For example, a farmer uses fertilizer to grow crops that he purchased from special shops in the city and they in turn get them from the factories. A car factory purchases engines, gear, petrol tanks, axles, wheels, etc. from various other factories, and we don't usually see all buying, selling, but only final product. Now, let us come to what is this final product. For example, when you purchase a car or a bike, in a car or bike, there are a lot of materials like wheels are there, axles are there, engine is there, okay. Gearbox are there, petrol tanks are there. Don't think that all requirement for a car is manufactured by the company. For example, if you are purchasing a Maruti car, don't think that Maruti themselves produce everything. It's not like that. If you see a Maruti car, observe the tire. Tire maybe belongs to MRF company, C8 company, or Nylon Gripper, or any other tire company. So tires which belongs to the car definitely not belongs to Maruti company. Like the mirrors of the car, gearbox of the car, axles, clutch plates, lot of things, they don't manufacture everything. The same with the case of a mobile also. If you purchase a mobile, it may be produced in Korea, but you see the charger of that same mobile may be produced in China. So, like that, it is not in a single place entire requirement is produced. You can see here factory. Most of the car factories, they manufacture major things. One is the body of the vehicle plus engine parts. Other than that, they purchase from other companies and they fit into these cars. So that why this is done? Why this is done? One of the major reasons is that cost of that unit or a car is generally comes down. The second important thing, the quality can be issued because since they are specialized in that particular sector. For example, MRF is very specialized in making tires. If Maruti started manufacturing tires, they take a lot of time to reach that perfection. That's why they don't want to venture into that area where MRF is perfect. That's why most of the companies, they definitely not ready to venture into other areas, rather they purchase them. That's the reason why these manufacturings cars are or any bikes are fast than earlier days. We also examined that the chain of market that formed before goods reach. This chain of market produced in one place reach people everywhere. When things are sold, it encouraged the production of new opportunities and created for the people to earn. However, they do offer equal opportunity. We will try to understand this through the story of shared in the next chapter. So we studied about market, but the question comes here: do markets give equal opportunity for all? That is the question mark. For example, a shirt in the market, next chapter. A person who produces cotton sells his cotton, the basic for any cotton material. But do the farmer who grow cotton gets his justice or his price which he is supposed to get? So that is what we are going to study in the next chapter. Shopping malls, generally you can see these kind of shopping malls. You may be visited many shopping malls. Shopping malls they sell very expensive products. Finally, responsible consumption and production. Very important what we have to do. Sustainable production. Sustainable production means we should produce goods according to the requirement of the people. That is called sustainable production. Ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. Means we should produce what we want. We should produce in the level what we can consume or use. That is what we call sustainable production. Write down this glossary term, please write down. Weekly markets. These markets are not daily markets but are to be found at a particular place on one or maybe 2 days in a week. These markets most often sell everything that a household needs, ranging from vegetable to the clothes to utensils. Second, mall. This is enclosed shopping area space, usually a large building with the many floors that has shops, restaurants and at times even cinema theaters. These shops most often sell branded products. I hope you written. Third, that is the wholesale. This refers to buying and selling in large quantities most products including vegetable, fruits, flowers have special wholesale markets. Last one, that is the chain of markets. A series of markets that are connected links in a chain because of product passed from one market to another. So, important thing. Now, let us check the question and answers. I will read for you. Question number 1. In what ways is a hawker different from a shop owner? Please write down. Hawker do not have permanent shop. Have permanent shop. Generally sells non-branded items, fruits, vegetables and cutleries. Sells branded as well as non-branded items. Don't have expense like electricity bills, rents and workers. He alone works. Have expense like electricity bills, rents and workers. Sells product at a cheaper rate. Who is selling product at a cheaper rate? Hawker. Sells cheaper as well as costlier products. Shop owner got both options. Means if you want a branded, you have to pay a little higher. If you want not branded, he is selling for a cheaper price. Hope you know. Second, compare and contrast a weekly market and a shopping complex on the following. Market. Kinds of goods sold, price of the goods, seller and buyer. Weekly market. Weekly market sells non-branded, compromise with the quality. Means they compromise with the quality. They don't so particular about the quality. Price is generally cheaper when compared to other. Seller. Who is a seller? Seller is a person who have less money. That's a small investor or local. Buyer. Who is purchasing? Locals or the people belongs to the low income or poor. Shopping complex. Sell branded goods, quality, costly products. Who is a seller? International companies or a big investor. For example, if you visit Geo Market, Geo Mart belongs to Reliance company. It's a big investment. More belongs to Birla group of companies. So the big dealers are there. Who are the buyers? People from big cities, generally rich and higher income group. Explain how chain of market is formed. What purpose does it serve? A chain of market is a series of markets that are connected like links in a chain because the products pass from one market to another. Please write down. Vegetables are produced on farms. The vegetables wholesale traders buy goods in a large quantities. These will then sold to other traders. Retailers took these vegetables to the market where consumer buy these purpose it to serve. Consumer can easily buy goods of far off places in the local markets. Factories and producers need to find their consumers directly. It encourages production and new opportunities are created for the people to earn. Provides employment to large number of people. Fourth question. All people have equal right to visit any shop in a marketplace. Do you think this is true of shops with expensive products? All persons have equal right to visit any shop in a marketplace, but this is however not true for the shop with expensive products. For example, a big commercial shop do not allow poor people to enter their shop sometimes. They consider them as inferior and thought as not able to buy their products. This is a very common. Huge shopping malls, people belongs to the lower income, they hesitate to enter. People from lower income group cannot afford to buy branded products and hesitate to enter the shops. Fifth, buying and selling can take place without going to market. Explain this statement with the help of example. Buying and selling can take place without going to marketplace as there are many e-commerce companies providing home delivery. That is what we speak. Flipkart, Amazon and many others. People can order products from these companies and get it delivered to their home without visiting markets. Some local shops also provide order on phone facility and people can order their goods just by a call. Means if your neighborhood shop, you sit in a home and just give him a call, he will send the products. Plastic money and internet banking made it easy to provide alternate source of payment for using by virtual market. When you purchase from Amazon or any other shopping mall, you can use your internet banking or phone pay or any banking app and all, or even swiping card, that is debit or credit card. Okay. So I completed chapter number 7. Please write down all the points which I explained to you. Next video session we will move with the one more chapter related to social and political life. Take care. Wish you a wonderful day. Thank you.